Jerry Carnes, thank you. In DeKalb County, technology stopping election workers from finishing up its vote count late last night. Joe Ripley continuing our team coverage from the elections office in Decatur with more on what happened and when the vote counting is expected to pick back up.
Yeah, so good morning. Already over 322,000 early voting, absentee by mail, and election day ballots have been tabulated here at the DeKalb County Elections Office. Though the absentee ballots across several drop boxes in the county still need to be counted, but that count will not resume until 11 o'clock this morning. Similar situation as Fulton County, where those workers had gone home for the night. They will be back, we're told, at 11 o'clock this morning to fulfill that count. And while the election day was mostly smooth across the board in DeKalb County, some of those delays in counting overnight stemmed from two polling locations that opened up late on Tuesday. A Superior Court judge signed an order approving a petition by the Board of Registration and Elections to extend voting for the Valley Brook precinct until 7:40 and the Gresham Road precinct until 7:45. Again, that count, though, expected to resume at 11 o'clock for those absentee ballots, which could decide some of those races outstanding here in Georgia. Also notice a lot of security around the place, and in case you were curious about that. Back to you.